What is up, internet, and welcome to another video. Today I'll be talking about my top 10 favorite Pokemon from each generation and why. Some of these have very short explanations because I simply like the design, but a lot of them have to do with lore and or personal connection to the Pokemon. Now, the order for each generation doesn't actually matter except for the first one, and that I would say the first one is it's my favorite Pokemon of that generation. So first, let's just get started. As you can see, I have a lot of tabs here, and those are for all my explanations to why I like certain Pokemon. Now, if you don't like bugs, I'll warn you beforehand, because some of them, so I will actually show you the real-life inspiration for some of the bug Pokemon, and Poliwag, the real inspiration is kind of gross, so I'll warn you before that happens. So yeah. Let's just get that out of the way. Viewer discretion is advised at certain points. But let's get started. So my absolute favorite Gen 1 Pokemon is Venusaur. Bulbasaur is the best starter, hands down, I gotta say. Its dual typing is great. Obviously weak to fire, but still very, very good. Especially now in VGC 2020, Gmax Venusaur is disgusting, and that's why it got banned. So yeah, there's that. But also I like the flower on its back. I like how they merged animal and a plant together. And I also chose it as my starter in Let's Go. And its walking animation, or running animation rather, is the funniest thing because it hops like a frog, which you would never expect. I thought it would just walk on all fours like a big dinosaur kind of thing. It's also why I like it, because it's kind of like a dinosaur, and as I'll point out later, I am a very big fan of prehistoric things and dinosaurs and the like. So the next Pokemon is Zapdos. I like Zapdos just because it's that cool electric edgy bird, and it's got the electric typing. It's just cool. I don't know, I just think it's just cool. So there's that. The next Pokemon we got is Poliwag. Poliwag is actually based on this really cool tadpole, which I'll show here. If you want to skip it, I'd skip like 10 seconds. But it's based on this tadpole that has a see-through belly, so you can actually see its intestines that loop around like that. So now I'll switch back so you don't have to look at that for the whole time. But it's a very cool inspiration, and it obviously evolves into my boy, a Politoed. So that's always good. And he's also really, really cute, and he swims in the water really cutely in Sword and Shield, so there's that. And then we got Kabuto. Kabuto is really cool because it's based on the horseshoe crab. Yeah, I didn't warn you, but this is kind of gross. But yeah, this is like a baby, but the actual horseshoe crabs, real ones, can grow like this big. I think I've held one before, and they've actually been around like for millions and millions of years, since before the time of the dinosaurs. So fossil Pokemon are really, really cool. As you see, I have one here, I have one here, I have one here. Yeah, so I like fossil Pokemon because obviously I'm into dinosaurs and stuff. Nidoking is just a beast in Gen 1. He's such a cool Pokemon. Poison ground typing is also really, really nice. And he's just very, very offensively present. And he just has all these huge attacking moves like Earthquake, Mega Horn, Poison Jab, and Double Edge, and things like that. So, he basically carried me through Let's Go. And I got a shiny of him and named him Blueberry. He's still in my box, I think. Next Pokemon we got is Aerodactyl. Obviously, I love pterodactyls, so there's that. And that's pretty much it. Lapras is just a beast in VGC, especially with his Gmax form, but he was always that cool Pokemon that you'd surf on. In Gen 1, he was the sprite that you would see when you surfed on water. So, yeah. Executor is nice because it was one of the promo Pokemon. It's a palm tree. I like palm trees. It was always funny to me how the Execute were fallen Executor heads, and that was very cool, so I always liked Executor. It's a cool Pokemon. Alakazam, it just abracadabra Alakazam. It was always super funny, so I like the whole line, but I think Alakazam is very cool with the bending spoons and the mind control. And I think in Japanese his name is based on Houdini or something like that. So I always thought he was a cool Pokemon, and he was super, super frail. So as you can see in his build, he's built like an X. So he's got like that tiny little body, but those arms and legs are just shooting out. So that was always cool. And then obviously Dragonite. Who doesn't love Dragonite? He's just a big Barney, and his shiny is a Barney. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. So now we got the Johto jockeys over here. Obviously, my favorite Johto Pokemon is my boy Politoed, favorite Pokemon of all time. Because he's a frog, because he's cute. He has a sick ability. He's very bulky, and he just jumps around. Very cute. His jumping animation in Sword and Shield is adorable. And when you talk to him, he does this thing with his throat pouch cheeks, and he goes like that. It's the most adorable thing. Now we got Crobat. Crobat is the evolution that Zubat and Golbat needed, because Zubat and Golbat were just these annoying Pokemon that you always see in caves, but then Crobat made it so much better, and it was just this edgy, cool Pokemon. So there's that. Ho-Oh, actually, I have a story to tell. So it was senior year, right? And I'm shiny hunting Ho-Oh in Ultra Sun. And you know, in Ultra Sun, you go up to this place, and there's like a dark circle, and then you encounter the dark circle, and the legendary bird comes down, and then you encounter it, and you can soft reset to get the shiny. So that's what I was doing. And basically what happened was I was taking a Hebrew test. Yeah, it was a Hebrew test. And excuse me. And then and so I took the Hebrew test, and since I'm Israeli, so I speak fluent Hebrew, I finished the Hebrew test really fast, and I had like a quarter of the period. Each period is like 45 minutes, so I had like, I don't know, a good 15 minutes left. So I gave it in, and then I whipped out my 2DS, and I was shiny hunting right there, okay? So I'm just sitting there, and then I get the shiny, and I'm freaking out, but like, everyone around me is still taking the test, so I'm freaking out in my seat. I'm like, oh my god, I just got a shiny! And everyone's like looking at me like, bro, shut up, I'm trying to take a test. It was pretty hilarious. So I named it Big Bird. I'll probably put it on the screen. He's in my Pokemon home now, and he's very good looking. Flappy I like because they took Mareep, which is just a regular sheep, and then they made it into a Pokemon, which is very cool. Bipedal is cool. I don't like Ampharos because Ampharos, I get it, it's a dragon, but he should have some wool accents, and with the Mega, it looks weird. I don't know, I don't like the Mega, even though it's cool electric dragon type. But yeah, Porygon 2 is a beast in VGC, that's why I put him on this list. He's just so good, and his walking animation is freaking hilarious. He just spins his feet around, and he's the 3D Pokemon, I'd say. Or 2D, I guess, because Porygon was all the blockiness, and then Porygon 2 is super smooth, and Porygon Z, I guess, is Z for the Z axis, so it's 3D or whatever. Shuckle is just a mean pick here. I like Shuckle because he's just funny in the way that he just walks around, and he's just Shuckle. He has insanely high defense stats, and he has all these trolly strategies like Toxic and Power Split and defense, like you can swap your defense and your offense. I forgot what move that does, but you have some crazy strats around Shuckle, so he's just a meme pick. We got a Zoomerl here because, again, beast in VGC. Fairy typing was added in Gen 6, so that really helped him. But he's just a cute bunny, so I like him. I don't know. Sudowoodo was cool because I like him because of his origin. He's actually based on petrified wood, which is what happens when wood, which is like plant matter, right, is fossilized over millions of years and eventually becomes rock. So this is what it looks like. And he's also so classic that you use cut on a tree in Gen 2, and then you would encounter Sudowoodo. Also, he has Sudowoodo. He was super funny in the anime, and yeah, I could do his cry, it's funny. Skiploom I like. I put it on this list because Skiploom has a special place in my heart because I actually have this card at home. And I didn't even know Jumpluff existed, so I thought it was just Hoppip and then Skiploom. And Skiploom in this card is also my favorite color, that teal color. So I really like Skiploom, and I always thought that the Pokemon with the abilities were always so cool. So I have this card at home, and it holds a special place in my heart. So that's why Skiploom is on this list. Donphan is just a cool Pokemon. He has that in the anime. He's in the intro, right? I think. And he also rolls around like a tire, which is so cool. And I love elephants, so it's just so cool. I'm very much an animal guy. So yeah. Obviously, now we got the Hoenn heroes, and my favorite Hoenn Pokemon is Rayquaza. Rayquaza because it's Quasar and not Quaza, Rayquaza. Okay, it's Rayquaza for all you people correcting me in the comments. No, it's Rayquaza. Okay, I like Rayquaza, he's a beast. Yeah, next Pokemon. Anorith. So, Anorith is very cool. Cringe warning. It is based on the Anomalocaris, and actually I've seen this. I think it was with Walking with Dinosaurs or something, or one of those BBC DVDs that I used to watch, and Anomalocaris was on it. this animal, it was actually like, I think it was like this big, I think, or maybe it was bigger. I don't remember. But it lived in like the pre-Cambrian, like before like millions and millions of years ago, and it's just a very cool concept. So it's cool that they made it into a Pokemon. I don't like Armaldo so much, putting him on, making him bipedal and walking around like that. I don't know, it just looks weird. And this is our Anorith is very much more close to its actual inspiration, so that's cool. Then we got Shedinja. For people who don't like bugs, I'm about to show you bugs. So 3, 2, 1, bug. So it's based on Cicada. So Nincada evolves into Shedinja and Ninjask. The way it works is that when you evolve Nincada, if you have an extra spot in your party, then you will get a Shedinja. If you don't, you won't get a Shedinja. And the way it's based on is cicadas, and basically this is the Ninjask and this is the Shedinja. So this is the larval stage, and then it'll basically harden, and then the adult cicada will crawl out, and then it'll just leave this husk. So that's what Shedinja is based off of. So I thought that was very cool. And Wonder Guard is such a cool ability. You're only hit by super effective attacks, and yeah, it's pretty good in VGC. There are many strategies around it, and switching abilities and giving something else Wonder Guard is crazy. And like making yourself typeless. I saw a video the other day. Somebody gave a Pokemon, I think they gave Arcanine Wonder Guard, and then they used Burn Up, so it's typeless, so there is no super effective move, and then they just swept everything. It was pretty hilarious. We got Metagross. Metagross is just a cool Pokemon, that's why I like it. Blaziken is based on fighting chickens. I didn't pull that up, but I'll pull that up right now. Fighting cocks. Yes, I said cocks. Okay. Yeah, so these chickens actually fight in South America, I think. Yeah, and they fight. So that's what Blaziken is based off of. And I always thought that was pretty cool. Also, firefighting typing, pretty nice. And yeah, I always just thought it was cool. His Mega is awesome. Speed Boost is a crazy ability. So there's that. Ludicolo is just a funny Pokemon. I loved him in Detective Pikachu. He's so funny. Ludicolo! That's what he sounds like. It's so funny. And especially, he's based off of the Kappa. And I actually remember watching River Monsters on Animal Planet, and they were talking about the Japanese giant salamander, which I'll actually bring up while I'm continuing the story. And they actually thought that some kid got killed by this Japanese salamander. Japanese giant salamander. There it is. It's like this big, goopy thing. That's what it looks like. It's like 4 feet long, and it just goes around on the bottom of rivers and stuff, and just sucks in fish by opening its mouth really fast, I guess. So yeah, pretty cool origin, and it's kind of funny because he has a duck beak, so there's that. Next we got Cradilly. I love Lily also, but I like Cradilly better. I always thought Cradilly's eyes were the rings, but then I realized this is his eye, the yellow ball in the black line. So it's very cool. They're based on crinoids, which are a relative of the starfish and sea urchins and stuff, right? And I don't know, pretty cool. I just thought it was cool, and yeah. Breloom is very cool. Holds a special place in my heart because I have this card at home, and I always thought Breloom was such a cool Pokemon. He's a mushroom, and mushrooms are funny. Even though I hate mushrooms, me and my dad will not ever eat a mushroom. It's so gross. Just my opinion. It smells gross, and the texture is just wrong. Just wrong. So there's that. Yeah, so I have this card at home, and he'll hold a special place in my heart. Also, I saw in the anime that his arms, they're like these little nubs, but they actually stretch out like super far because they're vines. So I always thought that was cool. Flygon, Antlion, the whole line is so cool. It's based on the Antlion stages. Antlion. I forgot to bring up these tabs. Yeah, so basically Flygon, this is Trapinch, and then Trapinch evolves into Vibrava, and then this is the adult Antlion. So there's that. And Aggron. Aggron, I had another card of Aggron. Let me see if I can find it right now. Yeah, so I liked Aggron a lot. I had his whole line, and he was one of the. I didn't really collect Pokemon cards as a kid. I had a few, but I wanted to collect, but they're expensive, so I never really got Pokemon card. Dang it, I can't think and do at the same time. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's this one. It was this one. Yeah, so he was a super strong Steel type Pokemon. Steel type was pretty rare for me, at least in the TCG. So seeing a Steel type Pokemon this strong was really, really cool. so I always liked Aggron. Yeah, he's just a cool behemoth. It's 4 times weak to fighting now that I know actual VGC stuff, so he's not very good competitive, even though and his Mega has like the highest base defense out of any Mega or something like that, I think. Yeah, so that's Hoenn. Sinnoh, Mamoswine. I love mammoths, I love prehistoric stuff, as I said. Mamoswine just encapsulates what Sinnoh is as a whole, in that it's new Pokemon, but it also gave a lot of old Pokemon new evolutions, so I love that. It also evolves via level up with ancient power, so I thought that was always cool. Turtwig is just adorable. I love Turtwig. Torterra, the asymmetry throws me off, and I don't really like asymmetry, so yeah. But Groudal's pretty cool. He's symmetrical. But Turtwig's adorable, so yeah. Garchomp obviously on this list because who doesn't like Garchomp? I hate his shiny color, and I hate his Mega. His Mega lowers his speed, and just no, bad. Use regular Garchomp so that you don't have to waste your item slot. Carnivine is on this list because I love Venus Flytraps. They're actually way smaller than you think. Like you see this is a bee. So imagine the bee is like this. Venus Flytraps are literally like this big. When you find them in the stores, they'll be this big, and there'll be like a bunch of them like this. I had them in biology class, and they're really smaller than I expected, but they're still very cool. See, when these little things are touched, I think when a few of them are touched in a certain amount of time, then it'll close. But it's actually very cool. And they like digest the flies. Yeah, because they live in swamps where there's not a lot of nutrients, so they can't really get that. Science. Spiritomb was very cool. I like him just because of his lore. And before Gen 6, he wasn't weak to anything with the Ghost and Dark type. So that was always cool. 108 with souls were put in the Keystone. That was always so cool to me. Azelf is another one of those that I have a Pokemon card of. I thought Azelf was the main Lake Trio Guardian, and I had this. And if you see right here, I don't know if you can see this, but it says lock up. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. I thought that was so broken. I didn't play the TCG, but I thought that was so broken that they couldn't retreat. So yeah. And I didn't even play the TCG, so yeah, there's that. And obviously, as I said before, I thought the Pokemon with the Poke Powers and whatever were super strong, so yeah, I like Azelf. Cresselia has an interesting story. So in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you can get a lot of the legendaries, pretty much all of them except for the version exclusives, and one of the version exclusives I think is Cresselia. But anyway, what happened was I was shiny hunting it, and I actually missed the shiny. I got the shiny one, but then I soft reset it, and I was so upset, so I kept resetting, and then I got it again. So I named it Blue Moon, and it's in my home. Sorry that I'm itching my nose a lot. I'm just like, ah. I have a deviated septum. That means the line in my nose is not straight, so kind of hard for me to breathe sometimes. Next we got Giratina. Giratina is actually just such a cool Pokemon. Ghost Dragon typing, the only one before Dragapult. Who's also on this list. But yeah, he's just such a cool Pokemon. The fact that he has different forms. In the Distortion world, he's maybe the Pokemon Devil. Yeah, I also shiny hunted him in Ultra Sun, and I got it. Such a cool shiny. Bidoof is on this list just because it's a meme pick, and I would also call my friend a Bidoof because he's a doofus. But he's also on this list for the fact that Pokemon Rusty made me really like Bidoof also. If you haven't watched it, it's so funny. It's a parody on Pokemon, and he basically gets this shiny Bidoof, which is golden yellow, and then the Bidoof like becomes super powerful, and it's so funny. Staraptor is just here because it's a cool Pokemon. Probably one of the best Route 1 birds before Corviknight, I'd say. Just so cool and edgy, also really cool in the anime. Now we got the Unova Unicorns. I don't know, there's not a lot of U words that I could have used. So I decided on unicorns because they're the Gen 1ers, and then who hate on Gen 5. And then the people who like Gen 5, I guess, are unicorns because they're new and mystical. I don't know, whatever. Alright, another bug warning because we got Escavalier. Or Escavalier. So it's I thought that he was always very cool. He's a monster in VGC, especially with the Salt Vest or Life Orb. Bug Steel, only weak to fire, so that's amazing typing. And what else do I want to say? The trade evolution is so cool. You can only trade a Shelmet with a Carablast, and then you can get both evolutions. So yeah, this is the beetle that it's based on. for all those people who hate bugs. This is a beetle, and it actually eats snails, which is what a Selgor is based on, or Shelmet rather. So I always thought those were very, very cool. Let's go back so people don't have to stare at bugs. Now we got Haxorus. Haxorus is just a cool dragon Pokemon. He's got an axe on his face. That's so cool. Next we got Hydreigon. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Dino, Zweilis, and Hydreigon. If you don't know what language that is, it's German, and being a person of German descent, or partly German descent, I really appreciate that. It also has such a cool design with the Hydra, Hail Hydra, in Marvel. I'm also a very big Marvel fan, so as I see a Hydra Pokemon, that's so cool. Yeah, also it's based on like a tank, because it has those tank tracks on its stomach, so that's cool. Virizion is here because it's actually the first shiny that I ever shiny hunted purposefully in Ultra Sun, and I named it the first shiny, so maybe those people who I traded the first shiny. Yeah, so I traded it away, but yeah, cool shiny. Also, Verizon Wireless, obviously. If you've never heard that, it's just hilarious. Golurk is here because, as a Jew, it's based on the golem of Jewish mythos. One of the Kabbalists wrote Emet on a clay statue, I think. Emet means truth, and once you wiped away the words, then the golem would actually like fall apart and not do anything. But when you wrote Emet on it, then it would come to life and protect the people of the town. So that was very cool, and it's very cool how he can like take his legs into his body and then become a rocket. That was always so cool in his hands. Volcarona, just such a cool Pokemon, like the embodiment of the sun. That's so cool. I like moths, they're cool. And Volcarona is just a cool Pokemon in general. Just the design is very, very good. Crocodile, I like reptiles a lot. And Crook and Crocodile, I thought that was always such a cool pun. And yeah, I just like it. Chandelure is such a cool, all these are just cool designs. I like Gen 5 because they have cool designs, you know? Chandelure, it's a ghost chandelier. Like, okay, I get it. It's just a thing. It's just a ghost that they put in a thing. Fine, okay, but I think it's freaking amazing. And the shiny is sick. Stalion's on this list because he was so cool in the anime with Litten, teaching Litten stuff. That was just heartwarming. So nice. And Braviary is here because I am an American, okay? Proud American. America! Yeah! So yeah, that's why he's here. I also like Braviary. He's cool with the Defiant ability, and I saw so many of him in Ultra Sun. It was disgustingly ridiculous. Next we got the Kalos kids. Kalos. Usually I was gonna say Kanto kids. Shout out to 100 original 151. He calls his followers the Kanto kids, so that's funny. So first we got my favorite Pokemon of the generation, which is Noivern. I used Noivern in a few runs. Yeah. So I really like him. Obviously, Greninja. I mained Greninja for a while in Smash, and the pink alt is the best alt. I don't care what you say. The pink alt is the best alt because you literally look like the color of your tongue, so it's just so funny. Hawlucha's here because he's just cool, and Nacho Libre, hilarious movie. So yeah, Flying Press, such a cool move. It's both flying type and fighting type. I don't even know how that works. And basically, I think the way it works is you do more damage if it's flying type, so then it becomes flying type, whatever. Yeah, it's flying fighting. Flying fighting was not a type until Hawlucha came along, so that was very cool. Sylveon is really cool evolution. I really thought they did a really nice job with it. Just the updated graphics of Gen 6 made it so that you can have such cool tendrils and bows and whatever, and it's very cute, so I really like it, and it really embodies the fairy type well. Zygarde is just so cool with its multiple forms. When I found out that I could actually get 100% Zygarde in my game, oh my god, I freaked out. I also went to GameStop and got the shiny Zygarde, and then I got another one from a trade which had the power construct ability, which allows you to change into the 100% form, and I thought it was hacked, so I traded it away, and mine just has Aura Break, which is the normal ability. So then I realized after that I traded the shiny one with the special ability away, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so upset. Tangrowth's here because for Ultra Sun and for Sword and Shield, I used him as my False Swiper. He's just so good because he has the Iron Fist ability and the Mold Breaker ability, so I really like him. Aegislash, just a cool Pokemon, Sword and Shield. It's very polarizing because it has those high defenses or high attack stats, So there's that. Actually got nerfed in Generation 8 from 140 to special defense and defense slash attack special attack to, no, from 150 to 140. Yeah, that's fine. I love Tyrant because he's so cute, but he's also a T-Rex, so yeah. He's just adorable. And I really like that they made such a menacing creature. So cute. Trevenant is such a cool Pokemon. It's an Ent, which is like a tree spirit thing, which I always thought was sick. He's much smaller than you would think. If you make him follow you around in Sword and Shield, he's literally like, you're this tall and Trevenant's like this tall. His shiny is also sick, white with red. Genius, so cool. Gumi's here because he's just Gumi. I always thought I still think I can't see these dots as eyes. I see them as nostrils because the green looks like the eye. And Snail Dragon, that's freaking hilarious. Like, that's so funny. Also embodies the snail part the best, I think. Now we got the Alola Admirers, because when you come in at Gen 7, like me, I'm sorry, first game I played was Ultra Sun, okay? People are gonna roast me in the comments. I'm trying to set up a Let's Play for Pokemon Platinum. I think I'll do a Nuzlocke, just because, why not? And yeah, so people who started in Alola, they admire the previous generations, but they also love Alola. So my favorite Alolan Pokemon is Alolan Marowak. Such a cool concept to make him a ghost type because Cubone's mother died and he's wearing the skull, so therefore Marowak becomes a ghost type and fire type, and the fire bone because it's like the people in Hawaii that do the fire dances with the torches. That's so cool. Such a cool concept. Silvally is here because like having an Arceus clone is such a cool thing. Like people were working on to recreate Arceus. That's so cool. The lore right there is just so cool, and the fact that he can be any typing is pretty good. He's got 95 base stats across the board, right? Yeah. So it's pretty good. I want to try and make a team around him in VGC now because Series 6 is not very fast, so 95 base speed is actually really good. Maybe I'll do something with Grass Pledge because he can learn Grass Pledge and he's not a starter, so that's a thing. Sarina's here because she's based on the... Wait, did I miss something? No, I don't think I did. Yeah, she's based on... Sarina's here because she's based on the Mangosteen. Mangosteen is just freaking cute fruit. I've never actually eaten one. I want to. I know a lot about fruit, but I've never actually eaten one. I don't know where to get one, but yeah. Also, great in VGC, very good base stats. Sick ability with Queenly Majesty prevents any priority coming to your side, so that's so cool. So yeah, there's that. Naganadel. Naganadel was so cool in the anime. Getting that as a gift, it's from another world, that's so cool. The fact that it evolves is also sick. Such a cool design. It's like a dragon yellow jacket thing. And the shiny is amazing. I got the shiny from GameStop for me and my little cousin, and it was so cool. And I still have it, so there's that. Next we got Golisopod. Golisopod is based on the giant isopod, which live on like the bottom of the ocean. Bug warning right now, I'm sorry. It's basically a giant roly-poly. Yeah. I'm sorry for all those people who hate bugs, but yeah, I like the bug Pokemon. What was I saying? Yeah, so Golisopod, really cool, annoying ability. So I tried making a team around him with Weezing's Neutralizing Gas, but he's very hard to use because he's very, very slow, with amazing attack and defense. So there's that. Sandy Gas is here. It's just such a funny Pokemon. You touch the shovel and you get possessed. I remember that episode of the anime. It's so funny. And I put him over Palossand because I don't really like Palossand. Sandy Gas is a cute little ghost and he's like, "Wee!" So funny. Alolan Golem is here because I actually got a shiny Alolan Geodude from a Wonder Trade, one of the first Wonder Trades I did. It was like in the beginning of my playthrough of Ultra Sun, and I got a shiny like randomly, and I think it has one of those YT, so it's probably hacked. But it was so cool to get a shiny, like my first shiny ever, I think. Kyugamove is here. He's based on the sea cucumbers. Sea cucumbers come in all kinds of shapes. People eat them in Japan. I don't know. Supposedly it's delicious, but why would you eat this? I don't know. Chukumuku. Also, just a freaking hilarious name. And the fact that he like squirts out his insides is actually pretty accurate to sea cucumbers. That is what they do. They can like spit out their whole stomach and intestines and stuff, and then suck it back in. And his little butt thing is so cute. Also, his shiny is Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Vikavolt is here because he's just such a cool Pokemon. And he was so hard to get in Ultra Sun. You had to go to Pony Canyon, I think, to get the magnetic field in order to evolve him. Now he just evolves via Thunderstone, so there's that. And he has a freaking railgun on his face. Like, tell me that's not cool. He should be shooting zap cannons left and right. Decidueye is actually based on the stilt owl, which is an extinct species of genus of owls, which included 4 species, all of which lived on Hawaiian Islands but are now extinct. Oh my god, I'm so itchy. Oh my no, stop. Okay, so yeah, these owls with super big legs, and I looked up stilt owl, and guess who pops up? Decidueye. Also the fact that he's an archer and a ghost type, because there are like these owls that lived on Hawaii nowadays that actually are the symbol of like death and rebirth and stuff. I don't know why he's an archer. He's basically Robin Hood, which is so cool. But yeah, I'm still itching my nose. Sorry. And last but not least, we got the Galargoons. All these noobs, they were like, oh my god, the Switch came out with a Pokemon game. This is the first Pokemon game I've ever played. I guess I'll play Pokemon. And so they're goons. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, Appleton, my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. He's just so cute. I actually updated the YouTube banner on the channel, so I painted that myself. It's actually right over there. I'll just bring it for a second. Be proud of me. I drew this and painted it myself. And then framed my Appleton and Polytoad. Not the exact colors, but I didn't have them on hand, so yeah. Then we got Obstagoon, because of the Galargoons, and having a regional evolution like that is so cool. Yeah. And his Obstruct move is very, very nice. Toxtricity, just such a cool typing, poison and electric. And the fact that you get the Toxel as a gift in Pokemon Sword and Shield really like pushed this Pokemon for people, because you get it as a gift, so like why not? All those speedrunners and stuff probably use him. His ability that ups sound-based moves by 1.5 times is so cool. So like I used him in my playthrough, and I used Overdrive, Sludge Bomb, or Sludge Wave, I don't know. And then Boom Burst. Boom Burst is broken. It's straight up broken. Dragapult, such a cool Pokemon. Gotta say, if you haven't watched Lockstin and Gnoggin's videos about the origins of Pokemon, you're missing out on so much. Link in the description below. Hopefully I remember. But yeah. The fact that he shoots Dreebies out of his head and he's like a fighter jet, it's so cool. And that he's got like the track pattern on his stomach, and he's a ghost. It's just so cool. Dracovish is here because I wanted to put one of the fossils. I decided on Dracovish because he's Dracovish and he has Vicious Rend and it's disgusting. And when he gets Sand Rush as a hidden ability and it becomes legal, I'm gonna freak out, because that is the #1 team that I'm gonna try and make when he comes out. Sand Rush Dracovish. It's gonna be disgusting. Anyway, he's based on the fact that in Britain there was a time period called the Bone Wars, where people were just trying to find new dinosaurs, and sometimes they would even mix and match bones and fake a press release saying, oh, this is a new dinosaur that I found. So that's what it's based on, the fact that they mixed and matched bones, or put bones in the wrong order, and they put like the head on the tail and stuff like that. So yeah, they put the head on the tail on this one. Pinkarchin is just adorable. I love him. Electric Surge, great ability, obviously. Yeah, Grimmsnarl, I used him in my playthrough. Amazing. More of a defensive tool in VGC, but still a great Pokemon. He's actually gotten better right now because of lack of Cinderace. Cinderace was super fast and could just max Steel Spike turn 1 and KO him. So yeah. Orbeetle's design is sick. The fact that he's a UFO is insane. You have to watch Lockstin and Gnoggin's video on the lore of Orbeetle and what he's based on. It's totally crazy. And basically he's a mad scientist, and it's based off of a certain bug that actually has like blue eyes. It's so cool. You have to watch that video. Crazy. Colossal, just cool. I used him in my playthrough. Great Pokemon. Flame Body, Steam Engine strats are crazy. And so yeah, there's that. Did I miss something? What do we got? Oh yeah. Yeah, so the last Pokemon is actually Galarian Corsola and not regular Corsola. I put regular Corsola here because they didn't have the Galarian Corsola sprite. But Galarian Corsola is actually based off of, let me just bring it up. The Galarian Corsola. Yeah, Galarian Corsola. So it's a ghost type instead of a rock water type, and he's super sad. But he's actually based on bleaching coral, and I thought that was so cool when they came out with it. I saw the leak and I saw that there was this Galarian Corsola. So this is regular coral, and this is bleached coral. What actually happens is, I'm gonna give you a science lesson right here. I'm sorry, this is the last Pokemon science lesson. Coral is actually an animal, a bunch of tiny little animals called polyps, and they make this calcium framework called coral that you see. And what happens is that algae inhabits the coral, and algae is like little and phytoplankton? No, it's phytoplankton, not algae. Or both, I don't remember, whatever. Little plants, microscopic plants go in, they produce food, feed the polyp, and it's a symbiotic relationship. And what happens is, since global warming is happening and the world is heating up, the polyps will actually kick out the algae, or the phytoplankton, whatever, and then because the phytoplankton make their food, they'll end up dying and bleaching and becoming white. So that's what gives it the color, the algae and stuff. So I thought that was a very cool concept. I'm not sure if they did it as a political statement or whatever, saying that global warming is a thing, and yeah, but in the Pokédex entries it says like Marini ate all of them, so now they're ghost type. I thought that was really funny. So yeah, that's my top 10 favorite Pokemon of every generation. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and follow me on Twitter, because I post a lot of art and stuff and memes and whatever. I got like no followers. So bye.